Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is October 1st, 2024. So it is officially October Tuesday, the 1st of October, 2024. So yeah, literally September was yesterday. So I had a couple of dreams yesterday. Good dreams. Although I do not think I am at liberty to divulge those dreams, just because you know how whatever. Anyways, but if they come up in the readings, then they come up in the readings. Alright, so before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story, alright? So, I feel like for the most part, collective, you guys are leaving things behind. Okay. And moving forward. And for some of you, you're going to have to leave certain people behind. Now, usually I would like to generalize it, like people, places, things, etc. But for a lot of you, it's literally people. You're gonna have to leave some people behind, right? Whether this is a coworker, a friend, a family, a neighbor, a loved one, whatever. You're gonna have to leave them behind, and it's not like out of spite or anything like that. You know what? This is kind of like the dream I had last night. All right, right? It's not like out of spite or anything. It's more like, so I had a dream. One of the dreams I had last night, I guess it is coming up. Now, I don't know if I'm going to post this one or not. So I had a dream last night that it was me and another person and another person. It was like me and two other people, all right? And the majority of the entire dream took place in an airport. And the dream started off with like 20 minutes, but the thing is too, like, everything was paid for, like the plane tickets, like the seating, the travel accommodations. It was all paid for and like provided for, right? And it wasn't just, it was like for like a group of people. Like, this was provided for like a group of people, right? So the dream started off with, like, I had 20 minutes left to make it to like the gate, like the airport gate, right? So I'm like getting my things ready, blah blah blah. And the person that so me and another person, so basically there's three main people in the dream. It's me, and then the person that, there's two people that that I thought I was supposed to travel with, but I guess in reality it was just one person that I was traveling with. The third person, I don't know, they weren't taking it serious or something like that. And there's more to that, but I'll get to that in a second. So I'm getting my things ready. The other person has their things ready. So the two of us were ready to go, right? But in the dream, I'm like, oh yeah, let's shut down, because like it was one of those airports where like they have like hotel rooms in the airports, and you just, that was provided for as well. Like the hotel rooms were in the airports. So you can have like, it's like those travel accommodations, whatever, right? So this is all in the dream. And so we just had to like pack up and then go to the gate, which, 20 minutes was kind of like a good time because our room was like in the airport in a way, right? But I'm telling the person, I keep hearing to see if she's calling me, but she's just playing. So let's say person A and me, we have our things ready, we're ready to go. Person B, I'm telling person B, okay, let's turn off the TV, turn everything down, let's go, right? But for some reason, like, the TV wouldn't turn off. So I'm like, oh, you know what, forget it, just unplug it. And then person B was like they didn't want to unplug it. Like, I don't know, it was like a problem for them to unplug it, like. And I'm like, listen, we gotta go. We gotta, like, start shutting things down because we gotta go. You know, it's we got 20 minutes left. We gotta go. So just, you know, if I can't turn it off with a controller or whatever, just unplug it, and then that way it's off, and then I don't have to worry about it. We can just go. But they were taking forever to walk to unplug it. They didn't want to unplug it. It's kind of like they were, like, taking their sweet time. I'm like, we got 20 minutes. We gotta go. Like, we don't have time for this. Like, why are you taking so long? Like, why are you prolonging it? Why are you trying to delay it, right? So eventually I was like, you know what, forget it, I'll just do it myself. So I unplugged the TV and I was like, all right, so we can go now, right? So me and person A, we're like halfway out down the airport, whatever, and person B is still in the room, and I'm like, aren't you, like, we gotta go, aren't you gonna come, are you gonna, like, we gotta go. And then person B is, like, in the hotel room still, like, trying to, like, take care of things, like, just put things away, pack things, like, taking their sweet time. And I'm like, we don't have time for this. Like, we should have packed when we were packing. Like, we're ready to go. Like, person A and I, we're ready to go. Everything's already paid for, everything's taken care of. Like, what is the like, what is the delay with you? I don't understand that, right? And I started to realize that if I kept waiting for person B, if I kept saying, let's go, I would have also been wasting my time when I could have already been going. Like for example, like, remember in the room when I was, like, saying just turn off the TV and you just unplug it, instead of me waiting for them to unplug the TV and them taking their sweet time, right, and wasting time to unplug it, I just got up and unplugged it myself, and I was able to, like, cut the time, right? So I realized in the dream, I'm like, if I keep standing here and telling them let's go, come on, let's go, I'm going to waste my time. I'm going to miss the plane that's about to take off. I'm about to miss it, right? But here's the thing, right? Something happened in the dream while I was like, let's wait, right? And so the time went from 20 minutes left for the plane to take off to an hour and a half, right? So it was an hour and a half. I don't know, I pushed the time. And still, within that hour and a half, they were still in the hotel room, still taking their time. Now, this could be 20 months. It could be a year and a half. It could be literally 20 minutes. It could be an hour and a half. I don't know. It's different, right? But I pushed it from 20 minutes to give this person the extra time that they needed, because they seemed like they needed a lot of time. Like, they seemed like they just couldn't get it done in time, right? So I gave them an hour and a half, right? It was pushed. So I'm waiting. I'm, like, wandering around the airport, blah, 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 blah. I have person A with me. We're doing, I don't know, just, like, sightseeing in the airport. You know how, like, they have, like, these little museum stations where they have, like, gratitude plaques and thank you plaques and the history of the airport, blah, 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 right? Things like that, right? So it kind of got back down to, like, the time where I was like, okay, well, now I really got to get going. Like, I really got to go. And person B was still taking their time. And I'm like, listen, I can't do this, because if I wait for you, I'm going to miss my plane. I'm going to miss the takeoff. I'm going to miss the flight. So person A and I, we got on the plane and we're just waiting. We're sitting on the plane, right? And the plane, it was weird because, like, the back of the plane was, like, open. So we're sitting on the plane, but we couldn't see anybody who's coming or going to the plane, right? And every time I saw somebody come by, I was like, oh, it must be person B, must be person B, must be person B, right? And they never came. But at this point, I was already on the plane, and I had already made the sound decision that if they don't make it on the plane, they don't make it on the plane. I'm gonna take off with them. I'm gonna take off with the plane. I'm gonna go do my own thing, because not only did they know that they had 20 minutes, but the time got pushed for them to make it there, right? So I started realizing heavily in the dream that if I keep waiting for this person, 9:49, if I keep waiting, like, we gotta go, if I keep saying, come on, we gotta go, let's go, versus me just saying, okay, well, I'm ready, I can go, so I'm gonna go, But if you're not ready, then I don't know what to tell you. But I'm not gonna wait for you until you're ready, when you're just walking slowly, dragging your feet, procrastinating, purposely delaying it. You're not really taking it serious. Like, I care about missing my flight, so I'm gonna go because I'm ready. So I got on the plane with person A. We're on the plane, and we're watching people come and go. But now one of those people were like person B, and by the time, now the dream was starting to end because like the hangar of the plane is starting to close, right? And it closed, and not once did I see person B, and then that was the end of the dream. So that's what I'm saying. Like, for some of you, you're gonna have to leave certain people. Yes, it's places, things, etc. But for a lot of you, it's kind of like you're waiting for somebody. It could be a person. You're waiting for somebody, but to like meet you or to go with you. But the thing is, you're already there. You're ready. You're going. The opportunity is there for you, right? Now, for some of you, this opportunity was only meant for you, not for somebody else. I just saw 1110, but the opportunity is there for you, right? It could be something where, like, for some of you, if it's travel, like, everything's taken care of. Like, your travel accommodations are paid for, your arrangements are paid for, your food, your lodging, everything. It's like everything is then taken care of, and like you have this grand opportunity. But if you keep waiting for someone, oh no, they're gonna go. Like, I went to this like a seminar thing recently, right? And it was interesting because one of the girls that was at the seminar, she was saying, she mentioned how it was supposed to be her and her friend that were supposed to be at that seminar together. But then she goes, well, my friend never showed up. I don't know where she's at, so I just decided to come by myself. That's the energy that I'm feeling. I like that energy because it's like, are you going to wait forever for other people? No. Right? It's like, I need you, like, in the dream, I was telling this person, like, please turn off the TV, I couldn't do it with the remote, so I was like, okay, just unplug it, and they were, like, dragging their feet, they didn't want to, all you have to do is just walk, unplug, that's it, but it was, like, I don't know, like, they were being so lazy about it, dragging their feet, like, delaying it, and taking forever. I'm like, all you gotta do is walk over and unplug it, that's it, like, what's the problem, right? So, like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead. So you're gonna have to do this, right? I also read that being in airplanes represent like you being on the right path. It also talks about like career growth, spiritual growth, etc., etc. So for some of you, it may be you're afraid to take that promotion because you don't want to make your coworker feel bad, or you don't want to take that first step. Like, perfect example at the seminar, right? The girl, she could have also not gone just because her friend didn't go. She would have missed out on an opportunity or information or knowledge or the experience of that seminar, right? She would have missed out if she had the state of mind, well, my friend isn't going, so I'm not going to go, because we wanted to do this together. I wanted to do this together, right? And as noble as that may be, right, as honorable as that may feel, realistically, it's kind of like a little foolish because it's like, are you going to pass up a great opportunity just because your friend doesn't want the opportunity? No. If the opportunity is there, it's all taken care of. You just got to grab it, walk over there and grab it. What's the problem, right? So, I guess I'm using tarot. But, yeah. Some people are just not ready for the plane to take off, 1414. And that's okay. Sometimes it's just not time for them. Some people will never be ready. But you cannot let that delay you, right? Because if you're ready, your bags are packed, you're ready to go, you're ready to do this, you're ready to do that, the keys are the ignition, you're ready to go. Go. Just go. Like, there's going to be a point in time where you're going to have to realize that, like, I can't waste time. I gotta go. I cannot wait for you anymore. I gotta go. Right? So for a lot of you, this could be about career, this could be about friendships, this could be about neighborhoods. Like, some of you may feel like, you don't want to leave the neighborhood just because, that one neighbor of yours, like they, you know, they rely on your companionship or your friendship, or like if you leave the neighborhood, they're not going to have anyone else in the neighborhood, right? But you have this great opportunity, this great house across town, or across, you know, a couple of states away. It's a great area, great district, great home, great. It's a perfect all around. It's what you dream of, right? So are you going to really pass that up just because you don't want someone to feel lonely? So for some of you, it is a person, it is a people, right? It's a group. It's you're gonna have to do this, and that may sound mean, right? The whole concept of having to leave people behind, but at the same time, it's like your goals are for you, so you can push future generations forward, right? So if you're not doing anything with your energy, your time, your love, etc., etc., you're kind of just staying there stagnant, dragging your feet and not doing much. What are you you're bringing to the table of humanity? What are you bringing to the table of, like, your purpose? What are you doing? Are you being productive? Are you being youthful? Are you being... I thought she was calling me. So some of you, you're gonna have to like leave people behind to pursue your purpose, and that's gonna suck, but ultimately it will make you happy. The initial realization is like, wow, I really gotta get myself going, I really gotta leave this person behind. That's gonna suck, right? But ultimately it's going to make you happy because you did what you had to do for you. You did what you were supposed to do when you were supposed to do it. You're in the sun energy, right? And I feel like the outcome of this is the sun energy, right? It's just going to make you happy, warm, energetic. I keep hearing fulfilled, right? It's the sun energy. For some of you, this could be something that you've always dreamed of as a child. Right? You finally have the opportunity to do something you've always dreamed of since you were a child, and now it's there. For some of you, you're doing this because of your child or your children, or in order to have the dream family or the dream child that you've always wanted, or to like heal your inner child, even for some of you. Some of you could work with children. But, yeah. Six of Pentacles reverse. This is the second time I'm seeing this because my cards, this deck fell. And the only card that was upright was the Six of Pentacles. But now it's coming out as the Six of Pentacles reverse. But it's under the sun. So I feel like for some of you, you may feel like by you taking away your energy or your presence from somebody or a group of people, like it's gonna suck. But you're also realizing that like if you take away your energy, it's going to benefit you. I also feel like there's something like with the Six of Pentacles reverse, these people, this person, they could feel like it's not fair that you're happy without them. But it's so crazy because it's like they had all this time. All they did was drag their feet. But now that you're just like getting on that plane, it's a problem now, right? But I feel like with the Six of Pentacles reversed, they feel like you're taking something from them. Your energy, your vibrance, your essence. They don't feel like it's fair. What do you... It's my energy. What are you talking about? for some of you, you could also still be in that state where you're like, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Because, like, you know that if you leave and you get on that plane, there's no going back. So I feel like for some of you, you could be delaying that only because it might make you feel bad. It might make you feel guilty for being happy and having to walk away. Or having to walk away is what's going to make you happy. And, you know, I feel like that can make you feel a little guilty, make you feel like a little ashamed. But that's just because you're realizing, like, they're not part of your happiness. They're not part of your purpose. They're just going to... And for some of you, you could have already extended the time for this person or these people. Like, it was so specific. Like, the first time, it was like 20 minutes, right? And then I was like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. So then I extended it to like an hour and a half. So it could have been like a year and a half, 20 months, 20 days, 20 weeks. But it's like, nothing's changed within that year and a half. So now you're realizing, okay, well, you had a year and a half, or you had an hour and a half, and you still couldn't get your shoes on in an hour and a half. A year and a half, and you still couldn't get your shoes on. And Four of Pentacles, reverse. Wow, 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 wow. Woo. I have Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, reversed. Oh god, I can't. That's just... There's a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know, just being very nosy. She doesn't have anything to do with this, but I don't know, I guess she wants to, like, be known in your energy, but realistically she's just like, I don't know, she wants to be a bystander, but she doesn't even have that right. I don't know, she's a nobody. Alright, I hate to say it, but Queen of Pentacles in reverse, like, anyway, so we got the Four of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, somebody doesn't want to let this go. They don't want to let go of, like, it's so weird because in the dream, this person, they wanted to take their time. They were, like, deliberately delaying something, right? And it's in my, you would think, like, if you want to travel together, we can, let's go. We got plans to do. But it's like this person, it's like they weren't ready. And so they thought in the dream that if they took their time and they delayed and they dragged their feet and they procrastinated and they did this and they did that instead of the main task at hand, that the collective, you two, would be like, okay, well, I'll just wait until you're ready. No, because in the dream, I'm like, okay, well, you don't want to unplug the TV, I'll unplug the TV. You don't want to go, I'm going to go. And I feel like it's taking this, it's like shocking this person. Because they thought, like, if they were taking something from you or keeping something from you, it would, like, make you just kind of, like, wait for them. I feel like this person thought you were going to wait for them. Because in my dream, I'm like, it kind of gave me that vibe. Like, you expect me to wait for you? Like, no, the plane's right there. I'm going to go. Right? My eye, like, really, really itchy right now. There's something that this person doesn't want to let go of. I mean, yeah, it could be you, but I feel like it's like some sort of, like a belief or like a concept or something that has to do with, like, you. I felt this before. This is kind of giving me something like, where a man doesn't want the woman to have her career or start her career first until he has his career. This is kind of giving me that. And that's what it felt like in the dream. It's like he didn't want me. Oh yeah, it was a masculine in the dream. It was like in the dream, this person was like procrastinating and prolonging and delaying and procrastinating and prolonging and delaying when it came to me, right? It's kind of even like that. You ever meet a guy where it's like they don't have their life set up yet, but they want you to wait until they get their life set up? But it's like, in the meantime, while we're waiting for you to get your life, let me get my life in order, right? Because by the time I get my life in order, maybe your life would probably be in order. But it's not like that. It's like, that's what it really gave in the dream. It's like, you see it in the movies and TVs all the time too. Like, the man doesn't have his life yet, right? But the woman has prospects and opportunities and options, right? But it's like, he doesn't want her to go for those just yet until he's got his situated and his in order. And then once he's got whatever he's got, the career, the situation, the accolades, the acknowledgments, right, the rewards, whatever, then he's like, okay, yeah, now you can go, right? Because it's like that is what I'm trying to explain. That's the energy that was like in my dream. That's what it felt like. So it's like with the Four of Pentacles reversed and the Six of Pentacles reversed, it's kind of like they don't feel like it's fair that you're not waiting for them to find their happiness and you're just going off to find your happiness. I also feel like this person, they don't want you to go anywhere, or like it could be like a group of people. They don't want you to leave because they're not where they feel like they should be yet, or they're not where they want to be yet, but they want you to stick around. Even though they're like, you haven't even gotten the opportunity to start your progress, but they're already like making grand progress, but they're still not there. It's like that. It's like they don't, I don't know. It's like when it comes to the collective, they will take forever. They will take their sweet, sweet time, hoping that it's like in their mind, it's like if you, I'm gonna put it like this. Well, that person's in my corner, and as long as they're in the corner, then, you know, I should be grateful that they're in my corner, you know. So, you know, when the time comes, you know, the time comes. But the thing is, for you collective, the time is here. The time is now. But they want you to feel even grateful that you have them in your corner. Like, you have them on your side. And it's like, as long as... It's so weird. That's really what it was given. Like, they don't want you to, like, find your happiness just yet, because it's like you can find your happiness easy. They still need to find that happiness, and they still need you around, but it's like they know. I feel like it's not fair that if you walk away, if you leave, it's easy for you to find happiness. So it's like they don't want to let you go. They don't want to let this weird, it's like this weird, it's like possessive and jealousy. They don't want to let that go because they don't feel like it's fair that you can find your happiness and you have all these opportunities in It's like they wanted you to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and prolong and prolong and prolong until they were ready, until they are where they are. But you're just like, so I feel like you guys must have realized that, wait a minute, why am I waiting when I can just get on the plane and go myself? If you're not ready, if you're not happy, if you're not this, I'm going. Seven of Cups. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of like the thing. Like, this person, they wanted to be in control of all the options and opportunities that you have. They wanted to be in control of that, but it's only because they're not in control of, or they may not feel like they're in control of anything in their lives, or like they want to feel like if they can control your options and your opportunities and your doorways and your windows, if they can control that, it makes them feel like they too have those options and opportunities and doorways and open pathways and whatever, right? It's like, but that's not how that works. I feel like that's really what they don't want to let go of. It's not about letting go of you, right? It's about not wanting to let go of everything that comes with you, right? All those opportunities, those open doors, those the abundance, the accolades, the acknowledgments, it's everything that is connected to the collective, that comes with the collective naturally. That is what they don't want to let go of. It's not you, right? It's what comes with you, the vibrance, the sunshine, the happiness, the sun energy. It's the, oh my God, it's the collective, right? Or it's like, here you go, collective. It's that. That's what comes with you because it's natural. It's the collective. It's just, that's just your energy, right? So it's not you. Because if that's the thing too, if it was them that was in this energy, like you, this wouldn't even be a thing. This reading wouldn't even be happening. Alright? But that's what they don't want to let go of. The fact that you come with all of this. You have all of these cups. Wherever you go, all these cups are always available to you. All these options, doorways, opportunities, success, finances, wisdom, knowledge, Six of Wands energy, alright? Five of Pentacles reverse energy, justice energy, right? For some of you, you could be like very attractive, and your attractiveness, like wherever you go, there's this anime that I was watching, right? It's called the Disastrous Life of Psyche K. It's hilarious. And there's this one girl, right? And she is so beautiful and so pretty that she literally glows. She's the only character like that in the show, right? Everyone else is like plain Janes, right? But she literally glows. And everywhere she goes, guys and women even, they just give her things because of how beautiful she is, right? And how, you know, she just, everywhere she goes, like she's got all these, everyone's like, here, please be in my show, and, you know, here, please take this, and, you know, here's this, right? That's kind of like your energy. And so wherever you go, it's that, right? So you could be divine masculine or you could be divine feminine, but that's what I'm getting, plus the sun energy. So it's that. So I feel like this person is kind of like a little, it's like part of them is being spiteful, because it's like, well, it doesn't matter because you're always going to be happy, or you're always going to have options, you're always going to have opportunities. But this person feels and thinks that they are so limited that if they make you wait until they can find their happiness and their opportunities and their options and their whatever, then, you know, that's okay. But the problem here is that they're never going to find that happiness. They're never going to find that oomph that they're looking for, because they're not going deep within themselves, right? When they look at you, they see everything that is given to you from the exterior, but they're not seeing that it's only happening because of your interior. All right? So for some of you, I don't know if you realize that or not, but you just realize that, wow, I'm going to always be waiting for this person if I keep up like this. If I keep, I'm always going to be waiting, right? So you guys got to go. Just go. Like, you're always going to be waiting for this person to catch up with you, and it's like, you're not realizing that this person is deliberately dragging their feet so that way they can make you wait for them. It's like they want you to wait for them to find their happiness. But if you don't go after your happiness now, you're going to look past like 40 years from now, 50 years from now, like, wow, I missed all those options waiting for this person to find their happiness. 60 years has passed and they are still not happy. And I only waited to make them happy, so that way they can find their happiness, and they never found their happiness. What have I done with my life? It's like that. So if you have an opportunity to find your happiness and get your happiness and be in your happiness, do it. Do it now. Because you're dealing with someone who's never going to be this way, and they're only doing this because they feel like, oh, you're always gonna, what's another week, right? In another week you'll find another opportunity, in another week you'll find another chance, in another week you'll find, right? But it's like, for some of you, right, this is a very crucial moment. It's very time changing. You have to do this now. Like, yes, you're gonna have opportunities and loves and friends and this, but for some of you, there are what I like to call fixed points in time where a specific moment is meant for you that has to happen at a specific moment. That certain moment cannot come again, right? They're like big milestones, right? You know how, like, for example, like if you're driving down a road, right, and there's houses, and then you see a big Home Depot, right? That would be a landmark, right? And then you keep driving houses, and then you see a big Walmart. That's a landmark, right? It's like, this is going to be a big landmark in your life. That, right? So I hope that makes sense. Three of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, this is not someone to work with anymore. This collaboration, and it sucks to say because for some of you it could be like a group of friends, a group of family members, a group of co-workers, whatever. But these are people you cannot work with anymore. You cannot delay your happiness. You cannot delay your opportunities. You cannot push them off anymore because I hear it all the time where people be like, oh yeah, like, I have like a year left in school, but I'm just waiting. It's not the right time. You got a year left of school? What are you doing? Right? And it's like, I was like, well, when did you start? And they're like, oh, well, I started like 3 years ago, and I have 3 years have gone by, and you still have that 1 year left, or like that one last semester. What are you doing? Why are you pushing it off? Why are you prolonging it? Why are you delaying it? Just do it. Right? Now, I know for a lot of people, it's easier said than done, Takoyaki. It's easier said than done. Because of time, finances, like, but if you have a perfect opportunity to do what it is that you can do, right, for your highest good, do it. So yeah, you're realizing that this is not, you cannot work with these people anymore. You cannot collaborate with these people anymore. There's also nothing for you to learn anymore. You've learned everything that you had to learn. To help you grow, to help you gain the necessary tools, experiences. For some of you, this could even be like a job where it's like you've made friends with your coworkers, right? And you and all your coworkers are still doing the same job that you've been doing for like the past 6 months, right? But you have an opportunity to go for that promotion, and that promotion is guaranteed to be yours. But your friends aren't taking it serious, and they're like, oh yeah, well, we don't care, blah blah, right? But it's like, you can. And it's like that promotion is for sure going to be yours. So why not? Why not take a crazy chance? It's a song by Hilary Duff. It's called Why Not? Why not? Right. So it's like, why not? Right. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. At least you tried, right? But if you don't do it, if you don't try, you're always going to be in regret. Like, I wonder if I did this. Well, what if I had done that? There's nothing for you to learn from this group, from this person, from these people. There's nothing for you to learn anymore. You've learned all you had to learn, right? You got all these options, all these opportunities here for you. It's now, and I feel like they want to hold you back from your options and your opportunities because it's like, it's just not set up for them the way that way. It's just not set up for them the same way. And it's like they want you to feel guilty because it is set up for you that way. But you're not about to use my blessings and abundance against me because that's how it's set up for me. We have the Eight of Pentacles reverse. Yeah. And the problem is too, is like they'd rather drag their feet than do the necessary work that is required. So that way they too can have the Seven of Cups. They too can have all these options and doors and windows open for them, and they can feel like they can just wake up one day and I'm gonna do this today, right? But they want to hold you back and want to make you feel guilty because you can do that. But I don't feel like that's happening anymore because a lot of you are realizing that, like, if I keep saying, come on, come on, come on, if I keep trying to remind you, if I keep trying to, like, get you to go, I'm going to miss out on my opportunity. In the ending of the dream, I was on a plane with person A, and the hangar was closing. And we never saw person B, like, make it to the plane. Not even like, wait, I'm here, I'm here. I was expecting that to happen the entire time. And I literally kept delaying the scene from ending. I kept delaying it and delaying it and delaying it and delaying it. And finally I was like, you know what, just forget it. And then it closed and that was it. And I never seen person B. So I feel like for a lot of you, it doesn't matter how much you wait or delay. For some people, they will just spitefully drag their feet because they feel like, you know, it won't matter to you. It won't affect you as much because you'll always be in the sun and always have these opportunities and these options available to you. So you need to be cautious, right? Because it's like, it doesn't matter how much I wait for you. You're always going to, like, make me wait just because I don't have to wait as long as you do. That's spite. Strength reverse. We got Leo on top of Leo. For some of you, you could be a Leo, and this is a karmic Leo. I saw the Queen of Pentacles reverse, whose finances and stability and resources are not well. For others of you, it could be a karmic, either a karmic Leo or karmic Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But it doesn't, I don't think that matters. But I feel like what really doesn't matter is, like, I feel like with the strength card in reverse, if they were doing magic to keep you, like, stuck waiting for them, that magic is, I don't know, it's like I'm seeing, like, okay, like a rope. I'm seeing a rope, but the threads have, like, been cut and undone and unwind, and, like, now it's like it just snapped, right? So if they were doing magic to keep you stuck and delayed and waiting for them and waiting for them and waiting for them without even realizing, like, you don't have to wait, because if you wait, your opportunity is going to fly by, literally, right? So I feel like if they were doing magic to keep you from, like, going towards these options and opportunities that were available to you, that's no more. They cannot do that anymore. I also feel like with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, that magic is, it's, I don't know, it's like weak and ineffective. It could also be because you're just naturally a joyful person, naturally happy, naturally energetic, naturally youthful, naturally attractive, naturally, like, energetic. You also know how to recharge yourself, right? So I feel like because of that, also naturally confident. That's why it's like, it was like this magic of theirs was getting weaker and weaker and weaker, and now it's like got to the point where, like, it just, it's no more. It's a snap. It's like, oh, I can go without you. I don't have to wait for you guys. I don't have to, like, wait at all. All right, bye. See you tomorrow. I'm leaving. It's like that. You're not waiting. So They also want you to lower like your confidence so that you don't feel confident, or like they could have been messing with your confidence so that way you didn't feel confident enough to go on the trip or the plane or take that promotion. Like they just didn't want you to feel confident enough to go towards this, because the way this Sun card is, they're going towards all of these options. They're going. You got options, you got opportunities. You're going for that. Seven of Cups again. See? This is something I feel like somebody really wanted to spite you, because you have, in their mind, it's like you have more than enough options and opportunities. It's like, and a lot of these options and opportunities you don't even have to take, and it won't even affect you. You don't even have to grab, and it won't affect you. But there could be the same opportunities and options that other people like dream of. And I know that sounds really, I don't know, messed up to say, but it's like some of these options and opportunities that people dream of, like you don't want them, you don't care for them, and by you, it won't even affect you if you don't go for them. And I know that sounds really messed up to say, right? But that's just how it is. And this person wanted to spite you for that, because it's like in their mind, if like, well, if I had this is what I would do with it, right? But at the same time, they're spiting you for these options that you have, and that's exactly why they don't have these opportunities. If they're spiting someone else for the things that they have, imagine what they would do if they had it, right? Well, and this person is always like comparing. They're doing something where they compare, or like they compete with your options, or like they try to like make you feel bad or something. I don't know, but it's like this is somebody who says like, well, if I had that $10,000, I would do this. But if they had that $10,000, they wouldn't help anybody. They wouldn't do anything with that. But you have $10,000 and you don't really need it. It's kind of like that. So they spite you for that. That's the only example I can give you, because it's kind of like, it may not even, it's not, I don't even think it's really about money. It's just like who you are. It's like you just literally, you just naturally attract this anywhere you go. It's like that girl from that anime that I was talking about. It's called The Disastrous Life of Psyche K. Let me pull up her character. It's so funny. And the thing is, too, like, she's like, it's 11:44, by the way. She's like in love with Psyche, which is like the main character. He's like a psychic. She's in love with him, and he doesn't care about her. Like, he's just like, okay. It's such a funny show. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. It might be a little like fast paced because it's really chaotic. They're like mini episodes and like episodes, but so funny. So her name is Kokomi Teruhashi. And yeah, so Kokomi Teruhashi, she's the one, like, you'll know who she is. Like, if you ever check out the show, you'll know who she is, because she's the one where, like, she literally has this glow around her. She's the only one in the show that has that, but it's because it's supposed to, like emulate how beautiful and how pretty she is. And, like, literally everywhere she goes, like, men and women fall in love with her, and they just give her gifts and et cetera, et cetera. So funny, right? But yeah, so that could be like your energy with the Sun card being the first one that came out. So literally anywhere you go, it's just like you have all of these. You have the Seven of Cups that came out twice. Your energy brings this. Seven of Cups, Seven of Cups. Right? Although you do need to be cautious on which doors that you open, though. But I feel like I mean, it matters, right? But at the same time, even if you do open doors that are not good for you, I don't know, you could like utilize that as a lesson. You can like transmute that shit and just keep on going. Realistically, there's only like one, two. Yeah, there's only like 2 cups in the 7 of cups that are like not really good. One of the cups for you, I don't know why, but I feel like if you're a divine feminine, one of the cups is for you to be a divine feminine. Like one of the cups, one of the options that were out for you was to be a mother or to be the head of a household. Or if you're a divine feminine, one of the cups were for you to like not find your person. You know how like when a man and a woman like in their like nobility, Bridgerton. I don't know. Okay, I'll give you Bridgerton, right? When Kate Sharma ended up marrying, what's his name? Oh my goodness. Okay, Anthony, right? When Kate Sharma married Anthony, she ended up becoming the new head of the household, the new lady of the house. She became Lady Bridgerton, right? So it's kind of like if you're a divine masculine, someone didn't want you to find your lady of the house. So for some of you, this could be like, oh my gosh. For some of you, this could be your mom, right? Because if the son, right, especially like in Bridgerton, like Anthony was like now the head of the household, right? But because he didn't get married, his mom, she's such a sweet lady, I love her in the show, right? His mom was still Lady Bridgerton. She was still the lady of the house, right? But it would not be, that would not be the case until he got married, right? So for some of you, you're this divine masculine, and it could be like your mom didn't want you to get married because then that would be like the new lady of the house, or like, you know, the new lady in your life, or whatever the case it is. Like if you were a divine feminine, then someone didn't want you to be the lady of the house or like a mother or whatever, have you have that title. I'm only getting that because there's like a lady in these cups. There's a woman right there and a woman right there, and that woman is kind of giving me like a lady of the house, and this woman is kind of giving me like a noble lady. So for some of you, it's kind of like being in your noble rightful place, but you have to make the opportunity, you have to make the decision to kind of get on that plane and go find your happiness and stop waiting for people who are just dragging their feet. All right? I feel like you have anything you want, you can have. You can have riches, you can have accolades, you can have sweets, you can have titles, you can have castles, you can have fun, pleasures, you know, like traveling or eating delicacies, you know, like whatever you want, it's yours. But you just weren't living the life that was for you because you were too busy waiting for people who were dragging their feet. All right? Wait, I got another one? Oh. Strength came out again, but it came out on the fence on top of Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So Strength came out reverse on top of the Sun, right? So this person really wanted to weaken your confidence, weaken your energy, weaken your light, weaken your vibrancy, right? Weaken your attractiveness or weaken your looks or whatever the case is, right? They wanted to weaken that, right? But I feel like they're first of all, it's not working anymore, right? Because of the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. But then the Strength card came out on the fence. I feel like now their strength is on the line, their energy, their vitality is on the line by trying to mess with your vitality and your energy and your strength. It's put them kind of like, now they have now gotten themselves on a silver lining, right? So now what happens is, if you walk away, if you take your energy, right, it's really going to affect them. And I feel like for a while that could have made you guys feel guilty, made you guys feel upset or like ashamed even. But at the end of the day, that's not your energy. Like, that has nothing to do with you, right? That's just a consequence of like all the energy and time that they spent trying to mess with your confidence and your vitality and your appearance, right? That's how they wasted their energy. It's not because of you walking away from them. It's because of what they chose to put their energy into. It's like, it's so weird because it's kind of like a black hole. They're throwing energy at you, not realizing that it's like you're just sucking up that energy and transmuting it and changing it and flipping it. But that doesn't mean it's going back to them. That's your energy now. If you're giving me negative energy, that's mine now. That belongs to me. Yes, you gave me negative energy, but now I have all this energy that I can transmute and change into positive energy. You're just giving me more energy that I can use and use and use and use and use. That's mine now. That belongs to me. You're not getting that back. You gave it to me, right? The intention was negatively, absolutely, but that's mine now. Once I clean it up and change it and make it positive, that's mine. It's mine. It belongs to me. That's not yours anymore. You gave it to me, remember? So that's how that is. So now their energy, their vitality, their strength, it's on the fence. And they don't even have the energy to like work on that. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, I don't feel like they know how to. I'm hearing, please can I have my energy back? No. You can't. It's gone. It's no longer the negative energy that you once gave it to me as. It's not. It's gone. It doesn't exist. You give me negative energy, it's like a black hole. You're never going to see it again. Because it doesn't exist anymore. I love that shit. I love it. I can always tell, too, when people are throwing shit at me. Because it's just like, ooh, a snack. That sounds like really insane. It does, but I mean, I don't know how else to explain that. What? The Hermit. Upright. Yeah. We also have the Five of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this person, they're petty. This is a petty, spiteful person. I'm gonna get one more for the Hermit. Upright. Eight of Wands reverse, yeah. So I feel like with the Hermit and the Eight of Wands reverse, this person, one of their fears is having to be alone and kind of like having to go within and figure things out. I feel like they were delaying this by trying to delay you, because it's like, if you're not around, they don't have anything else to do but to go within. But I also feel like this person, they're not really trying to do that. with the Eight of Wands reversed, I feel like they're kind of like, alright, they were also trying to like block you from having forward movement. But what they just got for themselves is they got isolated and they're blocked from you. The Hermit, Eight of Wands reverse. They cannot mess with your forward movement. They can also mess with your forward movement. They can't spy to see what's going on, what options you have, where you're going, if you're going towards anyone. But I feel like one of the biggest fears that this person has is having to be alone and kind of looking at themselves in the mirror. But they don't want to do that. I feel like, because also this Hermit has his eyes closed. It's like he's by himself and they're keeping their eyes closed because they don't want to see what's in front of them, which would be the mirror that shows them who they really are. Like that. And I feel like that they were always like that. So they felt like if they could block you, it would give them the illusion that they were not alone or that there was nothing to fix or anything like that. Yeah, with the Sun and the Strength card reversed, they didn't want you to be confident enough to go towards all these options. 14. So this could have happened since you were 14, or this could have started when you were 14. Or this could have been going on for like the past 14 years. Seven plus 7, that's 14. We got the Seven of Cups out here twice next to each other. So I feel like too, because of the amount of the time that you've been delayed, everything is just being amplified double for you. So if you were attracted before, now you're extra attracted. If you had finances before, now your finances are being doubled, right? If you had accolades before, you're getting even more accolades, etc., so on and so forth, blah, 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 blah. And it just, I don't know, this makes this person, where did the Five of Wands go? It's gone. I also saw the Three of Wands reversed on the bottom of the deck. So this person has to like start over, or they don't want to have to start over. This could be a Virgo. We got Virgo and Leo for majors. Whatever is happening right now, this is a major milestone for everybody. Major milestone for you, major milestone for these people. This is like something like a big event that's happening right now. Page of Swords upright on top of the Strength reverse. So yeah, now it's become a challenge for whoever this person is. It's become a challenge for them to like interfere with you, and because in the dream ended with me being on that plane. I was on the plane. That's it. What happens after you get on the plane? The plane takes off. That's it. So I mean, if they want to keep doing this, that's entirely up to them. But I mean, they feel like they're going to cause obstacles and challenges for you. It's just going to make things worse for them. They could also be having legal obstacles and legal troubles now. That could be something that they don't want to face or admit to themselves, that they have legal options or legal things. So it's kind of like, I don't know, they're like trying to delay something. Delay a truth that's in their life by delaying you, so they don't have to look at the truth in their life. For some of you, this truth has to do with some sort of documents and paperwork. They're hoping that if you're delayed long enough that they can clear whatever this is up, whatever legal documentation this is up, right? But if you're already on that plane, they can't delay any longer, because you're not. What are you waiting for? You're not waiting. I feel like whoever this person was, whoever these people are, they were hoping that you would be delayed long enough so that way they can clear up some legal obstacle or legal issue. For some of you, it has to do with your name. But I feel like the more, oh my gosh, yeah. The more your name is out there with these opportunities and these options and these things, the less it's like, the more and more difficult and challenging it is for them to hide your name. So if they try to hide your name with documents and legal shit, whatever, it's being, how do I say this? It's like, you go to a coffee shop, right? And they say, oh, sign up for, the chance to win a free donut, right? So you sign up, you put your name, right? And then next you became the winner, so you get free donuts for like a year. So not only that, but like your name gets plastered on the donuts social media and like the donuts website and like the donuts building. Not only that, but this donut shop, they have donut shops all over the world, right? They have tons and tons of stores, right? So now your name is out there. So if they were trying to mess with your name through documents and legal, right? Like, let's say a lawyer or a police officer or a cop or an investigator or a private investigator, whatever. They see your name on that donut shop or that website or that social media, and they're like, wait a minute, this name looks and sounds familiar, right? Yeah, I feel like with the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles behind that, and the Magician behind that, all upright. I'll show you the Hierophant, Seven of Pentacles, and the Magician. I feel like you are where you are when it comes to your confidence and your strength and your energy. You have the proper faith to invest in yourself. 7 and 7, right? And you now have like the ability, like you now know how to utilize these abilities and these skills and these tools. Right, you have your confidence, you have the faith, right? You have the knowledge to go towards these options and opportunities, right? And you have the skills and the tools to do so. So I don't understand what the problem is, but the problem is that if you were delayed long enough, you wouldn't realize that there was something going on with your name that was supposed to be hush hush. But now that your name is out there because you're being congratulated here, you're being acknowledged here, you won a donuts for a free year here, your name is out there. It's out there, it's floating around, you're being recognized, you're being noticed, you're being congratulated, so whatever was done with your name, I don't know, it's not good for this person, these people, because you're alive and well. There was also something about a gun, because this person, they were like trying to get rid of a gun in the dream. They were trying to sell a gun to somebody else, and the person that they were selling it to, I asked them, I'm like, is that what that is, like what's going on? And it was like a heavier set Caucasian male. And he was like, yeah, he's just trying to get rid of it. He's just trying to, like, give it to me. I'm like, okay. Page of Swords, please. So if this person was, like, trying to, like, say that you were not well, or you were ill, or you were not alive, or whatever the case it is, and in order to, like, prove that, you had to be hidden by messing with your confidence, or where you wouldn't feel confident enough to put yourself out there and do this and do that and do this and do that. You needed to stay hidden. And in order to do that, you need to feel like you had to wait for this person to find their happiness. Something was done out of spite. 3 of Wands came out again, on the fence. Three of Wands on the fence. This person, they can't go anywhere. And they also can't go backwards. Like, they can't. They're kind of stuck wherever they are. So for some of you, they can't even, like, get on that plane. But they also can't leave the airport either. Somebody could be detained in an airport. Like a no-fly list or something. Or they're kind of, like, stuck in an airport because of all the airport security. So if someone is, like, in the airport with a gun or something, they're kind of stuck there. They're trying to get rid of it. Let me get one more for the Page of Swords and then I'm going to close the reading. The Tower reverse. So that's Scorpio energy. So we got Scorpio, Virgo, and Leo for majors. So this could be a karmic Virgo, karmic Scorpio, a karmic Leo. I feel like they're always going to have a life of, that's not going to change. And I feel like they were trying to change that. They're always going to have a life of obstacles and difficulties and challenges and obstacles and difficulties and challenges. That's always going to be for them. And not only that, but they kind of just guaranteed. That's not changing for them. And the reason why that is going to be the way that it is for them is because they don't want to look at themselves and...
Excuse me.
Yes, my love.
I like dance.
You want to dance?
Okay.
All right, baby. I'm just about done. So, yeah, they don't want to look at themselves, and that's why they're always going to be feeling like a victim, always going to be feeling like life is hard, always going to be feeling like, you know, it's always one thing after another, always going to be feeling like life is this and life is that. It's because they're, like, closing their eyes when they look at themselves in the mirror. They're blocking themselves. And that's not going to change with the Tower reverse until they make it their problems. Their problems are their problems, and they realize that. Instead of spiting you for all the options and opportunities that you have, instead of trying to delay you and trying to, like, make you and, like, hide you. I feel like they were trying to hide you too, like, hide your identity, hide your energy, hide your essence, right? Especially, like, if they did something with documentations, they were trying to hide you to prove something with these documents. All right, so this is the reading. Hope it helps. Bye.